Hello everyone, my name is Anuj. I'm a final year MBBS student at Government Medical College Nagpur. I scored an all-India rank of 885 in NEET 2018, and today on Philo's YouTube channel we'll be learning about how to rewire your brain so that you can make progress in life. With time, as students, our syllabus becomes overwhelming and sometimes it's very difficult to get out of the rut. Today with science, I'll be helping you to rewire your brain so that you could set your goals much more effectively and achieve them in a realistic time frame. So let us start from the start. Number one, the first point is set realistic, clear goals. Everybody says that, but nobody actually gets it because very few people actually understand how to actually set a goal. A goal should be something we call as SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. S stands for specific. What does specific mean? Well, in any sense of the way, specific means ki you should have a pinpoint exact answer to whenever you are asked a question. Let's say that I ask you, what do you want to study next week? And if you answer me something like, I want to study physics, that's a very non-specific answer because physics is so huge. What are you going to study in physics? The specific answer would be, I have to complete 5 modules of thermodynamics with so many questions, and this is my target for the next day. That is something what we call as specific. Second is measurable. Measurable means that you should be actually able to account for okay, this is the amount of hours that I've studied, this is the number of problems that I've solved today, and this is my overall progress. A stands for achievable. Achievable matlab ki you should be able to fix on that and actually achieve that. It should not be unrealistic. That means it should not be like I'm reading the entire physics A to Z completely in just 5 hours. That is not possible for you. At least for the initial phases, it is not possible. Because see, when you set these achievable goals, every time that you actually achieve a goal, you will get a positive dopamine boost inside your head, which will give you motivation as well as encouragement to move on to the next goal with much more enthusiasm. Because it happens with me as well. I'm also an MBBS student. I also study a lot. So whatever happens, my goal always is very realistic. Okay, I have to complete like 6 or 7 chapters from orthopedics, and after that I'll move on to like 6 or 7 chapters from gynecology. So once I'm done with orthopedics, what happens is that my mind automatically triggers ki wow, this was so good, let's do that with gynecology as well. We will feel double the amount of happiness after doing that. And also make sure that you keep your goals relevant. Relevant means that it is related to the things which are actually going on in your life. For example, you have, let's say, a chemistry test coming up very soon. So your goal that week should be actually to study chemistry, and your goal should not be to actually complete that mission from Spider-Man PS4. No, that should not be your goal. So it should be relevant to whatever is currently going on in your life. Lastly, one of the most important ways to keep yourself in check is to have a deadline at the end. So I have to complete physics 4 chapters by the end of this week. So that is the deadline. So my mind automatically tries to make a program. Okay, I've got 7 days and this is the chapter distribution. This is what I'm going to do. And at the end of the day, I'm going to solve this many questions to make my targets meet. Number 2, practice visualization. Now, this is something which a lot of the toppers talk about. A lot of the people that I interview on my channel talk about. Visualization is something when you actually imagine something happening to you right in front of your eyes. Let's say that you want to become a doctor. Visualize yourself as a doctor. Let's say that you want to complete some topic. Visualize yourself completing that topic. And a magic happens. Your mind automatically aligns you in that direction from point A to point B so that you actually end up achieving it. Number 3, stay organized. Organization is very important. You know how many thoughts our mind has every single second? It's uncountable. That's how many thoughts you're currently having. Whenever you want to achieve something, you have to be organized with respect to your thoughts, with respect to your environment, with respect to your studies, and with related to everything. Use calendars, use smart planners, use whatever you want, but stay organized. Write down, okay, these are my goals, and now break those goals down into sub goals and write a realistic timeline to achieve each and every one of them. Just like a very clean surrounding helps us to focus on our work, a very clean mind, a very organized mind helps us achieve that work in a much more faster fashion. Number 4, learn from your mistake. The thing which I say the most in my channel and everywhere, do not make the same mistake twice. This is something which was my literal goal for NEET UG. It was in my planner, it was written, avoid stupid mistakes, don't make the same mistake twice. That was my entire mindset when I was going for NEET UG. And in fact, that is the same thing when I'm to be going for NEET PG. Because mistakes can spiral you into negativity. They can give you a lot of negative thoughts which will actually boost down your moral confidence, and they will not be any good for you. But mistakes are inevitable. You are human. Everybody makes mistakes. So accept them, make a mistake book, and learn every time you make a mistake. Find the solutions, write them down, and revise them again and again. Number 5, surround yourself with positive people who are progressive in life. It is usually said that you are the aggregate of the 10 people that you're around. So if the 10 people that you're around are people who will take you down, your graph is most likely going to go downwards. But if you're along with the 10 people who actually make you good, your graph is going to go upwards. In short, people that you hang out with have a massive influence on your own behavior, on your perspectives with respect to things in life. Keep yourself surrounded with supportive friends who are not snakes, who will not backstab you. Be with the people who actually want to help you, who actually want to rise up in their life. Number 6, very important, that is to take breaks. Sometimes it happens that we are so engrossed in achieving a particular goal that we actually exhaust ourselves. And once that exhaustion set in, our entire link for studies is broken. broken and we can't recover. So this happens a lot in medical field, in a lot in medical colleges, especially to me and a lot of my friends. So what happens is that, let's say that we've got exam in 1 month. So initially the first 7-8 days we'll have very much enthusiasm, so we'll just study like anything. We'll study for 12 to 14 or 15 hours a day, and then we'll just keep on studying without any breaks, only taking a break whenever we want to sleep. And what will happen by the end of day 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, we'll have exhausted our entire willpower, and then we'll be forced to take a break of 5-6 days, and that break will be very, very unproductive. We'll get so much less work done compared to before that it will spiral us down into negativity. How could all this be prevented? Well, if we could have just broken down our time much more efficiently into segments of doing work as well as taking regular breaks, that burnout wouldn't have set in, because there is an actual limitation to your willpower, and you don't have unlimited willpower. You only have a limited set of it. By taking breaks, you make sure that you replenish that source of willpower that you actually have. Lastly, point number 7 is to take care of your mental, physical and spiritual health. A healthy mind and body are very essential for any exam, for anything in life that you want to do. During examinations, eat a healthy diet, take a good amount of sleep. I'll tell you a scientific pathway why sleep is important for you. So whenever you're working the entire day, what happens is your brain is utilizing this chemical called as adenosine triphosphate, ATP. It's an energy molecule of our body. So it is been broken down. ADP banta hai, AMP banta hai, and then we get adenosine. So adenosine is a very, very negative inhibitor of all the neuronal pathways that we've got. Adenosine is the one molecule which you don't want in your brain. If you have adenosine in your brain, you will feel sleepy, you will feel tired, all your neural pathways will just slow down. So what happens is that when we sleep, this adenosine is actually replenished and it is reformed into AMP, ADP and finally ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So all the adenosine, which is a very bad molecule, is now turned into a very good energetic molecule, that is adenosine triphosphate. So that's why sleep is very, very essential. As a medical student, as a future doctor, I'm telling you this, that before any exams, at least have a good amount of at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep. At least 1 month before the exam, stop eating all the junk food, stop eating all the processed food, because that is very bad for your health. Find time to exercise and stop social media, because that is something which will just bring down your energy level. And just doing all of the 7 steps which I talked about from the starting, let me just repeat myself. First was to set better goals. Second was to practice visualization. Third was to stay organized. Fourth was to learn from your mistakes. Fifth was to surround yourself with positive people. Sixth was to take break, and seventh was to take care of your mental and physical and spiritual health. I'm sure if you do these 7 things, you will be rewiring your brain, becoming good day by day. Well, that's been it for this video, and if you have any questions or problems while you are solving your daily practice paper or question paper or whatever, just open the Philo app, click the photo of that problem, and that tutor will help you solve that question and give you answers to your problems. Keep working hard towards your goal and stay ahead and stay up to date, and whenever you're stuck, ask Philo. Goodbye.